we're live.
Good morning, and welcome to show number 151. It's the Pete Braley Show. I'm Pete Braley, along with my co-host, the executive producer, show creator, that's my son, Matt.
Yo.
And studio dog, Charlie, asleep on the mat so far. Thank you for checking us out today. Our goal is to always start your day on a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do, please be sure and hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future shows. We're live on YouTube weekday mornings at 8 and also available on any of your podcast apps that you use. Coming up today, crazy laws that still exist in certain states. Did you miss a few days of exercising? Got some tips on how to get back on track. Waiters and waitresses check in with the things that tick them off. And it's the Battle of the Sibs back today with presidential trivia. Let's see how they do with this one. But first, good morning. Welcome to another frosty day. And I put too much cream in my coffee this morning.
Oh, did you? You always got something, Pete.
Which bugs me because, I mean, if you don't put enough cream in your coffee, you can go back and fix it, right?
True.
But when you put too much cream in your coffee,
your teeth feel all sugary. Feel like you're just drinking cavities.
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's,
I mean, back in
a lot of times you complain about the cold. You can't control that. You could control this.
I can, yeah. Back in the day, before I used the Keurig, I could just add more coffee to it,
True.
So,
well, I wonder what would happen if you made a small coffee on the Keurig.
Oh, push the little
added that
button for the small cup.
But I guess the question is, do you put a new K-cup in?
I know. That seems wasteful.
If you don't do it, it's probably going to be a watered-down version.
True.
If you do it, yes, a little Wednesday morning doo-doo for you, then it is a waste. And it would probably be too strong at that point.
Yeah. See the things I ponder? I just don't know.
We hit you with real-life questions.
That's
here.
it. That's what this show's all about. Yes. It's Wednesday, February 16th. It's National Almond Day, which is not one of my favorite nuts, but it's not like I hate almonds, I think I like almonds better than walnuts. And it's also National Do a Grouch Your Favor Day. Everyone knows a grouch, or some of us may even be guilty of being one. Today, maybe you can be the one to find the sweeter side of a grouch.
Oh,
okay.
Nice.
On the Datebook for this day in 1946, the first commercially designed helicopter was tested in Bridgeport, Connecticut. You never would have gotten on that for that test, would you? Because you don't see how those things stay in the air anyway.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah.
On this day in 1950, the longest-running primetime game show, What's My Line, begins on CBS. Elvis Presley received a gold record for How Great Thou Art on this day in 1968. On this day in 1984, three-time men's figure skating world champion Scott Hamilton of the U.S. wins the gold medal at the Sarajevo Games. On this day in 1999, O.J. Simpson's 1968 Heisman Trophy was sold for $230,000 to help settle a civil judgment against Simpson for the deaths of his wife and her friend. And on this day in 2005, the NHL season was canceled by Commissioner Gary Bettman. First time a North American professional sports league was called off. They called off a season due to a labor dispute.
And will the MLB do the same? I don't know.
Wasn't it supposed to be pitchers and catchers are supposed to go this week?
I think
they're
so.
not. Yeah. Celebrity birthdays: LeVar Burton is 65. Ice-T, 64. John McEnroe is 63. Baseball's John Valentin used to play for the Red Sox. He's 55. Jerome Bettis, the boss, is 50. Elizabeth Olsen, she's Wanda, right, from WandaVision?
Yes, sir.
She's 33. And The Weeknd is 32. All right, who do we have in the chats this morning?
Let's see. Diane with her signature Good Morning Squad, which is turned into an abbreviation.
Oh, yes.
GMS.
GMS.
Sounds like a middle school, but,
yeah, it does.
We'll go for it.
It does.
Let's see. Gary Siri said hump day. Woot, woot. Woot, woot.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer the whoop, whoop with a P.
Oh, you don't like the woot, woot? You like the whoop, whoop?
I feel like I don't say it as well. It's not as exciting.
All right, I got you.
Which is weird to be excited for a Wednesday, but, to each their own. I'm happy you're happy. Let's see. Gail's here. Danny's here. Vertical coffee. Let's go.
Yes.
He also said, Matt, stop being so philosophical. I can't help him. When we start talking about coffee, It just happens.
It comes out. Yeah.
Gloria's here. Good morning. She says, coffee's on. There we go. That's what's important. Gail did say you could just make a new cup. It's kind of a waste of a cup, though.
Well, it's a waste of a cup of coffee, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Can you picture yourself dumping a cup of coffee?
You know what's funny is I knew I was doing it when I was I put half and half in my coffee. And as I was doing it, I'm like, you're pouring too much. You know, it's like the thought never got to my hand.
Stop.
To stop.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I feel less bad now.
What? Because I was just it's him being an idiot.
Well, you're like, yep, this is too much. Here we go. Let's keep on going here. Oh, that's definitely, I'm not going to like this at all. Yeah.
Could
the
happen.
only thing, was it like close to the end of the carton? Were you trying to empty out a carton or something?
No, see, that would even make sense.
I have no other solutions for you or reasons to justify this action.
I just did it. So
just sit there and think about what you did. Okay. Dana wants to know what we're all doing for him today for Grouch Day.
Oh, for Grouch Day?
We're being philosophical on the morning show for you. That's just for you, Dana.
Trying to give you something else to focus your attention on instead of your grouchiness.
Yep. So we'll see if the show's good enough for you. You grouch.
Couple of things I need to correct here. John pointed out that yesterday on the top 10 love songs, I sang the wrong Righteous Brothers song. The one that I sang was called "You've Lost That Lovin' Feeling."
Wow.
You never close your eyes anymore. But
that was the one I pointed out that doesn't sound like a love song.
Right. Yeah, you made a point.
Makes sense, yeah.
The correct song is it's Unchained Melody, which I had to go to Spotify to get in my mind.
Do you have it now?
It starts with, "Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch."
I think you did that because you just wanted another excuse to sing. But I think you skipped over something in like the national days about Elvis. You skipped over something.
Something about Elvis?
Did you not know the song? You didn't give me a chance to even tell you to sing it. You were just...
Of course I know.
By the way, Elvis had a gold record today.
I know.
Moving on.
I didn't give you much pause, did I?
Yeah. You didn't want to sing it.
How Great Thou Art. I've sung that in church many times.
How great thou art. I don't know. I just made that up.
Oh, Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder.
There we go.
Thank you.
That's enough.
All right.
There shouldn't be any more singing for the rest of the show, so you can all come back now.
But I'm in good voice today.
Are you?
We also got a message from Mary Lou yesterday. This was after Matt was talking about how he's not a big fan of celery. So, Charlie's eating the mat.
Charlie's trying to eat the mat.
Stop that.
Yes, celery.
So Mary Lou sent us this meme.
When you have that sudden urge to bite into water with hair in it. It's literally what it is. And throw in just a weird, unpleasant taste.
You don't like the taste, huh?
No, it's got a weird thing going on there.
I make a dish with cream of celery soup. I guess you never really recognize it.
I don't think you've ever made it.
Oh, I've made it.
Cream of celery soup. No, you have not.
Which I didn't know
you never make soup.
I didn't. No, but I use a number of soups in my cooking.
Oh.
I use cream of chicken. I use cream of mushroom.
So which one? Which meal is this?
It's one of the rice dishes. Is it, the old school rice or something like that?
Probably one I don't like all that much.
Because of the cream of celery?
Yeah.
All right. In the news today, the Los Angeles Rams haven't even been Super Bowl champs for a week, but people are already looking ahead to next season. ESPN posted its power rankings for 2022 yesterday, with the Kansas City Chiefs coming in at number 1. Here we go again. The Buffalo Bills at number 2. There you go, Mary Lou. The Rams come in at number 3. They're followed by the Packers at number 4 and the Bengals at number 5. The Patriots are number 9.
Right where I want to be.
Okay.
Sounds perfect.
All right.
Sounds perfect. Not a lot of expectations. We're going to surprise some people.
How can you put the Green Bay Packers at number 4 when you don't know if your quarterback is staying?
I think as of right now, they're assuming he is.
Yeah.
Just to make the power rankings.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure it drastically shifts once he decides.
Yeah. Remember that story we had about a man named Jim Mattress McInvale? He's the Houston furniture store owner who placed a couple of $4.5 million bets on the Bengals to win. He tied it to a promotion at his store, promising full refunds to anyone who purchased $3,000 of furniture before Super Bowl Sunday if Cincinnati won. Well, of course, the Bengals lost, so his customers are stuck paying the bill. He says, the biggest thing I'm disappointed with is the fact that my customers didn't get free furniture.
Yeah.
And although he lost $9 million on the game, the promotion was a big success because it netted him $20 million in sales. So I guess
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. I'm so upset that I couldn't give furniture away for free and not make money off of it. It tears me apart.
But he still made money off it. Yeah. Madonna will mark 40 years as the queen of pop by bringing some of her classics up to date with a little help from her friends. Britain's Sun reports that Madonna is knee-deep in the project already and she just added Katy Perry as a guest. An inside source says Madonna has been a massive fan of Katy Perry for years and always talked about doing a song with her. With the remix project, things have fallen into place. There is no release date yet, but Madonna is supposedly looking to have it out in time to mark the 40th anniversary of her debut single, which was a song called Everybody.
Sing it.
That one I don't know.
Oh,
was that the one that goes Everybody?
Probably not.
Da, 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 da.
John's going to roast you and make you sing it again tomorrow.
How about we go to Stumpah time?
I guess, just to get you to stop singing.
Yes, that works. Yeah. Our Stumpah this morning is leftover from yesterday. You are more likely to do this on a Wednesday than any other day of the week. Look, it's Wednesday.
And look, it's actually on the screen this time.
Hey. For those of you who weren't here yesterday, we had the wrong question on the screen.
And I learned I used it like, I thought I changed the winners and just forgot the question. I forgot to change the whole graphic yesterday. So my formal apology to Justin. He got one less day on the screen. But I believe in him. He's going to win again. Just so it's back-to-back, he'll get an abundance of time.
Now, the clue we offered you yesterday, somebody said date night.
Yeah.
And we said you're in the right neighborhood. All right? You're more likely to do this on a Wednesday than any other day of the week. Date night is in the right neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right. So let us know what you think in the chats. And as I've said before, those of you watching this later in the game, feel free to play along. Later in the day, feel free to play along.
Or later in the game.
Yeah.
Both work.
And those of you listening on the podcast, feel free to think of an answer and even claim you won. We don't care.
All right.
All right. So you're more likely to do this on a Wednesday than any other day of the week. It is this morning's Stumpah.
Okay. The first answer I have, Justin said eating dinner with sig fig.
Sig fig?
Is that like slang for a significant other? What is that?
I would go with you with the sig, but
significant figure?
Significant figure.
Either way. Wrong.
You're wrong.
Food shopping from Dana.
Food shopping? No, not food shopping.
Not it.
Remember,
Justin said spending time with sig fig. What is this sig fig?
Must be significant other.
It has to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Justin said buy loved one flowers.
No.
Nope. Gary says bowling.
Bowling. No.
Nope. Dana says first date.
First date. A win for Dana.
Correct. That's what I'm talking about.
That puts his name on the recent winners list twice.
Yeah.
As I don't know why, but you're more likely to have a first date on a Wednesday.
Is that true?
Than any other day of the week.
Maybe because, like, I don't know, get it out of the way in the middle of the week. That way if it's bad, you don't waste your weekend away.
Yeah, maybe.
Plus, you have an excuse. Maybe that's why you have an excuse where it's like, oh, sorry, I got to go. I got to head out of here. I got work in the morning.
Right.
Yeah. That's my theory. Either way, you guys see why we couldn't accept date night. It had to be first date.
Right. Because there was a big difference.
So first date to Dana.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's the quickest we've ever done a Stumpah, I think.
No, we've had day one
We've had day one Stumpahs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Confusing me for a second.
Time for today's fascinating facts. Hey, why do we sleep? I know, because we're tired, right? Well, brains seem to require downtime in order to stay organized and particularly to strengthen new neural connections that allow us to remember what we've learned. And we know why we shouldn't go without sleep, of course. Long-term sleep deprivation can cause hallucinations, psychosis, heart disease, and immune system dysfunction. So you got to go to sleep so you can file stuff away from the day.
There it is.
All right. So I mentioned we were going to talk about a number of things today, including exercise. And what is it? This is February 16th. So, yeah, maybe about now or maybe a little later. Maybe you're falling off the wagon with the New Year's resolution, Maybe you're not getting to the gym as much as you wanted to. Have you missed a few days of exercise or even longer than a few days? Are you finding it hard to get back in the groove? Well, here are some tips that they had recently on the Today Show. Number one, do you really enjoy these workouts? If you find yourself dreading the workout, oh, God, gotta go. Maybe you need to look for a different kind of exercise. You got to do something that's fun that you enjoy. Set smaller goals for yourself. It's easy to lose motivation when your long-term goals are still miles away. So set little goals that you can reach this week and celebrate that little victory and try for something else next week. Set smaller goals. Number 3, just walk. Justin's a big proponent of this, right?
Yeah.
If you're just not up for a 30-minute class, like on a spin class or whatever, spend that half hour walking. The health benefits of just a little bit of exercise are immense. Just go for a walk.
Yeah, I think that's what happens a lot is I feel like it's like, I can't make it to the gym today. Might as well eat a chocolate cake. Like we always jump to like the exact opposite. We're like, I don't have time to work out. I might as well eat an entire rotisserie chicken myself.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just, maybe if you can't do one, just,
do something else.
Do 50 crunches. That's still a benefit.
All right. Take a rest day. You might just be burned out. Let your body recover, and you'll have more energy for your next workout. Remove obstacles. Get all of your stuff ready the night before. Check the weather, and choose the right clothing. The fewer excuses you have in the morning, the easier it is to get out the door. And finally, enlist a buddy. Hey, buddy. Make a plan with a friend because you'll be less likely to bail out knowing someone else is waiting for you. I think that's big, right? You have someone that you're working out with.
Yeah.
Hold each other responsible, I guess. Yeah. I guess what would be, what are you doing for exercise now?
What am I doing for exercise?
Yeah, you work out with weights and stuff,
thanks
right?
for putting me on the spot. I box 7 to 8 times a week.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah. No, I don't. Just like at-home stuff with dumbbells. Yeah.
My thing is walking, but I'm not doing it much, especially now. With the when I heard a phrase from my friend Larry recently. He said, "When there's snow, I don't go." So if there's snow, I'm not going outside.
But hopefully, a couple days, this snow will melt and you can get back outside.
I'm sure it will. It's supposed to go. It's supposed to rain Friday, I think, and be in the 55.
Yeah.
So
enough time for everyone to go, oh, spring's here, and then we'll get another blizzard in a couple weeks.
It's just the way it goes, right?
Yeah.
Are you polite to your waiter or waitress when you go out? There's a website, yourtango.com. It talked to some restaurant workers and came up with a list of things that really tick them off. So if you want to be a good customer, you should never, A, ask to speak to the manager. The only reason anyone asks to see the manager, they say, is to get a discount. So don't ask to see the manager, okay? Also, don't expect perfection. We all have off days. Have you performed at 100% every day on your job? So realize that the waiter and waitress don't expect perfection. Number 2, don't skip out on the tip. You can leave a lower tip if the service was poor, but leaving nothing is just crude.
But in terms of if the service was actually poor, if they forgot to give you a napkin, it's not an excuse to give them 35 cents. Because there's definitely people that are be like, oh, they breathed the wrong way.
Okay.
They sneezed at the wrong time. It just really irked me. I'm going to give them 75 cents. No. Legitimately bad. Like if they spit in your food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless the server spits in your food, you do owe them a tip. I mean, it's part of the deal here, right? We eat out, we give tips. Don't forget where you are. What is Charlie doing today?
He's eating the mat.
Oh.
Or trying to.
Charles!
He has it in between his paws, just looking at us.
I brought you toys.
Hey.
Come here.
Can you stop?
Come here, please. He's
just staring.
He's going to be a rascal today.
Oh, yeah.
Next on the list, don't forget where you are. If you're in a diner, don't expect to get 5-star service or have it be a 5-star experience. There's a reason the food is cheap, okay? So, and finally, don't say you're not coming back because no one's forcing you to anyway. Calmly accept that you tried the place and you didn't like it. There's no need for you to make an announcement or to make a show of yourself saying, I'm not coming back.
I think that's my favorite is when people say that, especially like in retail. They're like, I'm never shopping here again. It's like, okay, I make minimum wage. literally could not care less. Yeah. So, I mean, you do you. I, unfortunately, will still be here. But by all means, it would make my life easier if you never come back. So feel free to do that. So,
Charlie, stop.
Just be a nice person. Don't think you're entitled.
Yeah.
And you chose to go out to eat. So, by the way, the thing you said about diners, I think you're kind of downplaying diners.
Oh, I love diners.
Yeah.
I love diners.
I mean,
I'm just saying that, think of a fancy restaurant in your town. I mean, if you're at a diner, you're not going to have the same experience.
I think I'd rather go to a diner than a fancy restaurant, to be honest.
Yeah, sometimes. So,
be nice.
Came across, as I was looking for a fascinating fact, I came across these silly state laws. These are laws that are still on the books in certain states. I don't have all of them. Number one, for time purposes. Number two, like some of the states we all live in, just they weren't that exciting. So, did you know that in Connecticut, pickles must bounce? According to a 1948 article, this law became a necessity after 2 scheming pickle packers tried to sell pickles unfit for human consumption on the sly. So they came up with this law that I guess if the pickle's healthy and fresh, it'll bounce.
Bounces?
Yeah, for like a foot up, they said, dude, the pickle must bounce.
Define a bounce. How high must it bounce? I have so many questions.
I'm sure it's in the law, but I just don't. In Florida, no selling children. Well, that's good to know.
That shouldn't have to be
Why this
specified.
needs to be written, I don't know, but it is a law.
Please don't do it.
In Georgia, you can't eat fried chicken with utensils.
That should be pizza. You shouldn't be allowed to eat pizza.
Mom does that.
You did it the other day.
Yeah, because I had cheese like falling all funky and stuff.
I did too, but I still ate it with my hands like a animal.
For chicken choppers in Gainesville, Georgia, finger licking is not a suggestion. It's mandatory. Okay.
I guess.
In Idaho, cannibalism is against the law. Well, that's good to know.
I mean, I guess even in places where it's not specified, though, you still can't do it, right?
Yeah, right. But Idaho's the only state that has an active ban on cannibalism. Technically, it's not a crime in the rest of the nation.
Okay, still, please don't do it.
All right. Indiana, you must have proper black cat etiquette on Friday the 13th. In the municipality of French Lick Springs, Indiana, all black cats must wear bells around their neck on Friday the 13th so people can hear them coming. All right.
Very specific, but okay.
In Iowa, no faking your butter, please. Any person who attempts to pass off margarine, oleo, or oleomargarine as real butter is guilty of a simple misdemeanor in the state of Iowa. All right.
Did that actually happen and a person complained? Or
it must have, right?
Yeah.
Because they came up with the law. In Maryland, no cursing while driving. Who do we have? Gail, right? Gail? Anyone caught swearing faces a misdemeanor charge, effectively having to add $100 to the city's swear jar.
Where was it?
I guess.
Maryland?
Maryland, yeah.
By the way, Gail, because she lives in Maryland, not because, I mean, she might swear.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what she does while driving, but
yeah.
Nope. I know a couple people that wouldn't do so well with that law.
Oh, I do have one from Massachusetts. I forgot. In Massachusetts, you are not allowed to dance to the national anthem. You cannot dance to the national anthem. Not that it's really a catchy tune.
I've never wanted to until right now.
Gary, in Rhode Island, you cannot impersonate an auctioneer. I couldn't do it even if I tried.
I'm just trying to think of a scenario in which that needed to become a law. Did someone accidentally sell somebody else's property because they just walked on their property? They're like, we're selling this house. Going once, going twice. Sold. It turns out they didn't want to sell the house.
Maybe you have to be a licensed auctioneer and somebody did it on their own. So the real auctioneers came out and said, hey,
you're taking our jobs.
In Minnesota, no pig greasing. Long winters can be boring, but that's no good reason to hold a greased pig contest. Can't do it in Minnesota. In South Carolina, no working or dancing on Sundays. I would bet this is being broken with people working on Sunday, but...
Well, I mean, also dancing.
No dancing?
I guess they're really emphasizing rest. Don't you dare work.
Yeah.
Don't you dare rest. Dance.
Yeah,
you need to rest and watch football.
I guess all wedding receptions are on Saturday?
Wait, that's a good point. There are Sunday weddings.
In Utah, no missiles are allowed in bus terminals. Hurling a missile into a bus terminal is a felony unless you are an appointed officer of the peace. I guess they can launch a missile.
Yeah, I don't think it should be anybody.
In Virginia, Sarah, Doug, no skunks as pets.
Oh, shucks. Have you seen the person on TikTok with a skunk as a pet?
No, I haven't.
They take out whatever this stink stuff is.
They have. I guess it's in a sack or something.
Yeah. Everyone's like, it's really, that's so cute. I'm like, I don't know. That's still. Imagine just waking up in the middle of the night and seeing a skunk in the corner of your room. Like, I would definitely freak out.
And so those people, I have to ask, what's wrong with a puppy? You know,
Well, they're cute. It's different, I guess.
You gotta have a skunk?
I don't know.
And finally, in Wyoming, don't buy junk from a drunk. In Wyoming, purchasing scrap metals, rubber, rags, or paper from an intoxicated person is prohibited.
It's a good rule of thumb. I don't think it needs to be a law.
Yeah.
I didn't think we needed to go that far, but apparently there's definitely a good story behind that.
I guess.
Yeah.
So there you go. Those are the strange rules in some of our nations.
Real quick, Dana
states.
said, being a chef, where was it? Being a chef, I give a place 3 chances if I have a bad experience at a restaurant. I love that.
Wow, 3 chances.
Well, because that eliminates maybe someone's having a bad day.
Right.
If you go back and it's good, great. If you go back and it's bad. But 3 times, I like that even more.
I like that. Because I would think 2 makes sense to me, but 3 is cool.
I think that should extend to everything past restaurants as well. If you have a bad experience someplace, give it 3 chances. Except for a relationship, that's too much. Yeah. But like restaurants, stores, just give it more chances.
Good point, yeah.
He also said, stats prove if you have a bad experience at a restaurant, you tell 33 people. If you have a great experience, you tell 1. That's just what sucks is negativity spreads more than positivity.
Word of mouth.
If you see something online that you like, chances are you're not going to do anything about it.
Yeah.
If you see something you hate, people always are like, I need to say something.
I got to stand up and say.
I don't know. I don't even know. I'm trying to think of an example. Me, the accountant, needs to tell this musician how bad they are. Me, the lawyer, needs to tell that musician what autotune is.
That's it.
Yes, I know this stuff. They don't. They're a joke. They're a joke. Now let me go defend this murderer real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, that's what sucks about the world. So, to combat that, tell more people about positive stuff.
That's it.
And
spread the news.
If there's a negative thing, just keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe everybody on Facebook.
You don't like it, you don't like it. All right. So,
anyways.
All right. Time for today's random question. Our random question today is, are you superstitious?
No, but I am a little stitious.
From The Office?
Credit to The Office.
I was going to say.
That's not my
joke. What is one of your superstitions? All right. Are you superstitious? I don't think I really am, except the only thing I do, why Charlie is just focused in on this doormat today.
Yeah, if you randomly hear a whistle in the background, that's me.
Yeah, we're trying to get the attention away. He's chewing on the corners of the floor mat.
Or trying to. I catch him so that he sits there with it between his paws staring at me. Like, do you mind? I'm trying to do something. Yeah.
I brought you a toy.
Come over here.
I brought you a blanket to lay on.
Join the party. Come here.
We have some treats if we need to.
Come here, buddy. Yeah, but I'm not going to give him a treat for this.
I know.
Hey,
don't want to reward bad behavior.
The people want to see you.
Come on.
For some reason, they think you're a well-behaved dog.
Come here.
But Come here. All right, he's just watching.
Random question. Are you superstitious, and what is one of your superstitions? About the only thing I can think of, and correct me if I'm wrong, which you do have a skill at doing.
Yes, I do, yeah.
Yes. The only real superstition I can think of is if my team is winning, like when the Dolphins were winning for what, like 5 weeks in a row?
More than that, I think. Did
I always
win like 7 games in a row.
Maybe that was it. Yeah. I wore the same shirt every Sunday. I wore the same outfit.
Did you?
Yeah, it wasn't a jersey. It was the three-quarter sleeve T-shirt that I had with the logo.
Yep.
I wore the same T-shirt every game, and that's funny. Once they lose, it's like, wasn't that? So
yeah, I do the same, except when it came to the playoff game against, what team was it? The Bills.
Yeah.
Doug actually called me because Doug for all the past Super Bowls and playoff runs and everything had worn a Gronk jersey, but this year he had been wearing a James White jersey. So he called me and he said,
I didn't know that.
He said, do I make the change? And I was like, well, let's see how the game starts. And it started like poo.
Poorly.
And so I called him. I said, hey, make the change. And he was like, all right. But he also had like sweatpants. He had a full outfit for the past playoff runs. Mm-hmm. But he changed the jersey. And then the game got worse. And so I called him and I said, hey, full outfit now. He's like, all right, I did it. I was like, okay. The game got worse. And he called me and said, is everyone there doing everything right? Because something is wrong here.
Are you all sitting in the same place?
And I said, well, I've been wearing the same jersey all year, but it's not working. I'll go put on my different jersey. And he's like, okay, good.
It's all just to watch a football game.
And so the game somehow, I don't know how, got worse.
Yes.
And so I was like, well, I have one more jersey. I might as well just go try it. Put on a different jersey. And we all know how the game ended. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm a little superstitious, a little bit. Yeah.
Is that the only thing you do, you think?
No, there's a lot of things.
Oh, yeah?
Well, when I used to catch, I was a catcher in baseball in my athletic days.
Yeah.
It would be the left shin guard first.
Then, really?
Then the right. Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, left shin guard, right shin guard, chest protector, helmet, and mask.
When I was coaching.
And then glove. Obviously, you need that. Yeah.
Typical thing when coaching is I would never step on the baseline. If I went out to talk to the pitcher, you step over the baseline.
Yeah.
If I was coaching third, you step over the baseline.
That's an unwritten rule.
Yeah, it's unwritten. Just
last fun story I have. I used to, back in this was a long time ago. This was like A-League. I was probably like 11 or something. I used to step in the box and draw a line with the end of my bat on the other side of the plate. Don't know why. It's just kind of a thing.
Yep.
In my head, it was like, well, I just need to make sure my bat can reach that far. It's a dumb thing, but I just always did it. I drew a line on the other side of the plate. I almost got thrown out of a game because the umpire thought that I was marking the strike zone. I guess a bad strike got called, and then I drew the line, and he thought I was mocking him.
What did he say? Do you remember?
He was like, hey, one more time and you're out of here. And I was young. I was like about to cry. I was like, what? This was before my rebel phase when I actually probably deserved to get thrown out of games. But yeah, no, that was scary. That was very scary.
Yeah, he went through a rebel phase.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It was a competitive phase.
Yeah, you were competitive, but you'd get into it with some umpires to the point where I would start to get the umpire mad at me so he would forget about him because we needed him to play.
He always needs to be the hero, guys.
I wasn't.
Never asked you to do that.
I know, but that's what I thought. I don't want to lose my catcher. So I'm going to get him mad at me. That's why most managers run out there. It's better to have them thrown out.
Thanks, Pete. I'm a dirtbag. You're a hero. Wow, what a great story. I appreciate that.
Can we look, please?
Love it.
Do you have any superstitions? And if so, what are they?
Abby said no, but I'm a little stitious. And then she said, damn it, Matt. I beat her to it.
Beat her to it.
Dana says, a hat on the bed means a death in the family, so I will never put a hat on the bed. What? My mother lost her poop on me once. Really? I've never heard that.
That just came up I'm watching Yellowstone from the start, so I'm like on season 2.
Okay.
And there was a new guy in the bunkhouse, and he went and he threw his hat on the bed, and everybody was like, no!
Well, now I'm worried. I took a nap with my hat right next to me on my bed yesterday. Shit.
There is a superstition. Yeah.
Hopefully that's not true.
Okay.
Dana said when the Bruins are in the playoffs, my knit Bruin hat is on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta wear
that's the thing. I don't think I have maybe that's the thing. I didn't have a Patriots hat on. Maybe I need to get a Patriots hat to add to the superstitious attire.
Your fault. We lost to Buffalo.
He just said we.
I do that a lot, don't I?
You got to pick one, man. Are you a Dolphins fan? Are you a Patriots fan?
I'm a Dolphin fan surrounded by Patriot fans. So what can I say? I don't know.
He said we. Yeah. What else? We have a lot here. Lori says full moon plus ambulance equals night. Is that superstition? Full moon plus ambulance equals night? Is that superstition or just fact?
I know it equals a crazy night.
Crazy night, maybe.
We have a full moon tonight, and Trish was like, "Oh boy."
Yeah, she's working on a full moon night.
She said last night. She said, "Full moon in the town of Dedham. What could go wrong?"
Yeah, I'm sorry if I read that wrong, but she did say I wear my Bruin shirts when in the playoffs. Dana, LOL.
Yep.
I think that's the biggest one is sports stuff. Wearing a specific attire for games. Right. Justin said, "Never leave water in a bucket. That's how witches travel." My grandparents taught me that.
Wow.
I don't have many opportunities to leave water in a bucket. Now,
I never do it because it draws mosquitoes.
What about this?
Yes.
Ooh, I wonder what if they said the witch thing to tell kids, but really it was about the mosquitoes.
Maybe it was their way of doing it.
But here's the thing. What if you're putting a bucket under something that's leaking? Is that technically leaving water in the bucket or it's being used?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can we get a little...
The technicalities here.
Right. Can we get a little permission to do that?
Dana said, every full moon makes the boo-boo bus suck, Lori. Yeah.
And what is it? If you don't, is it people doing crazy injuries? You know, you're getting crazy calls.
People just waking up. Should be sleeping.
Yeah.
Doing crazy stuff.
I do know, and I'm looking forward to writing today because when there's a full moon, I'm way more creative.
Oh.
I used to have my best shows on radio when there was a full moon because it was, I don't know, it's like you didn't care.
So would that be today's show or tomorrow's show?
The full moon's today?
Yeah.
It'll be today, I think.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't think it's been that great so
far.
Not.
We're out of here.
I think we just myth busted your...
We just... myth busted.
Emily says, I believe in full moons affecting people, but not superstitious in the sense of stepping on a crack, break a mirror, black cat. Just nailing all of them right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, step on a crack. It's a funny one. It's like you don't necessarily believe it, but you still avoid cracks.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Even to this day.
You try to, at least.
Yeah.
Every now and then, just the infrastructure of, places. You can't avoid cracks.
Right. But, and the black cat thing, never let a black cat cross your path. It's like when I see a black cat, I turn this way. So it's like he's not crossing my path. I'm going the other way.
I don't know if I've really run into that situation much.
Yeah.
The black cat situation. Knock on wood. I feel like it's going to happen to me like every day now. But
I do try not to walk under ladders.
That's good. That's good.
It just keeps you out of the way, So
let's see. Lori says, my grandmother would say hanging clothing on a doorknob meant a death was going to happen, so I won't hang things. I agree. I agree. I hated full moon shifts. This is all making me worry. These are things I do on a regular basis, people.
Hang clothes on a doorknob? Yeah, I've done that.
Or like Trish will, like if she washed one of my shirts or something like that, she'll put it on my doorknob, if I'm
for you
sleeping
to put away.
Or if I'm, I don't know, singing or something, she'll just put it on the doorknob.
Mm-hmm.
Is she trying to kill me? Is that her goal? I thought she was being nice, but now I'm thinking that maybe she's trying to kill me.
I've never heard that one. I did hear the one about the hat because I'm watching Yellowstone.
I'm worried,
but is that
crazy?
Is that what putting a hat on the bed does too? A death in the family?
Yep.
Oh.
Gail says every full moon was crazy in the NICU too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Lori said my friends in the ERs hate full moons. Yeah.
And I wish Sarah good luck in the preschool today because the kids are going to be crazy today.
Is it something about like I don't know, like full moons, how it affects the tides? It affects maybe the blood in the water in our bodies, and it just amps us up to be absolutely insane.
That's what I've heard. It elevates the level of the water or something, or that's the effect it has on us, something like that.
Yeah. So. I don't know.
All right.
Superstitions
today. We did get a couple answers yesterday about teddy bears, whether or not you had teddy bear. Mia said she had plenty of stuffed animals, but never really gave them names. How can you not give them a name?
You gave yours the name of Bunny. You're not like some saint.
It fit.
Like, oh, I'm Pete. I did give mine a name. No, you didn't. And you called it what it was.
Its name was Bunny.
No.
So you don't want to call Charlie dog. Here, dog. No,
Nope.
guess not.
He doesn't respond to it.
Hey, there's a new thing, a new issue, I guess you could say, that comes into play with breakups nowadays. Who gets the passwords? Never thought of this. Breakups are tough. Moving out, deciding who gets to stay close with which friends, it can be exhausting. But one part of breaking up in today's society is a little bit more complicated. Deciding who gets what logins. About 80% of couples, 80, say they share logins with their partners. That includes email, bank information, and streaming services. If you've been together for a while, you're probably sharing Netflix, Hulu, HBO, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, all these things. So, do you have to create your own accounts? Or can you keep the piece long enough to keep sharing? And of course, you get to see what the other's watching.
But. Yeah, I was going to say, you could probably keep sharing, except that would probably annoy me. Like what you're currently watching.
Yeah, that would change.
Especially, what if you're watching the same shows?
Yes.
And they watch it first. It says you already watched it. It's annoying.
And then it upset, their next episode is something you watched 3 weeks ago.
See, but it's dangerous because at first I was like, whoever's paying for it should just change the password. But what if the person who's not paying for it gets to that first, changes the password, locks out the other person, then their only chance is to like cancel the card? You don't want to do that.
Has anybody had experience with this? Let us know. But
hectic stuff. I wouldn't want to be a part of that.
It's one of those new things that you never realized you have to worry about.
Another thing against love. Don't do it.
All right, it is Battle of the Sibs time. Sibs are back. President's Day weekend is coming up. Got a 3-day weekend. So we thought it was time to see how much the Sibs know about the man in the Oval Office. And, of course, feel free to play along. Battle of the Sibs time once again, as we have everybody with us from Virginia Beach. We have Doug, we have Sarah, and Liam's behind her playing golf. So he got some golf clubs. Kat joins us from Acushnet, and we have Matt over there. Today's topic is presidential trivia.
Yes.
I don't know how they feel about this, but I was thinking, President's Day coming up this weekend. Let's see what the Sibs know about the presidents.
I think it'll be fun. Could be a disaster.
We'll see how
It'll
much.
be interesting.
It's going to be a disaster.
Let's see how much Alexander Hamilton.
We have 46 options, right?
Yes.
So
46.
Let's go.
Yeah, one out of 4 odds. Okay, question number 1. Which president never represented a political party? Which president was never a member? He was not a member of a political party.
Well, we're off to a great start.
Really?
When it comes like this, I'm going to just write down a random.
Well, that's probably the best bet, but I thought, I'm sorry, I tried to be easy on the first one, so.
Have all one. Hey, come on. The first question we can all agree should have been who got stuck in the bathtub, right?
Yes.
That should have been the first question.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Matt, what do you have? Theodore Roosevelt. All right. Kat, what about you?
James Madison.
James Madison. What the heck, right? No. Doug, what did you write down?
I went with the other Roosevelt, FDR.
FDR. And Sarah. Hi, Liam. What did you have, Sarah?
Go ahead, Sean.
Zachary
Taylor.
The correct answer was George Washington.
Oh.
The first one.
Well, I was thinking about that. Wasn't there something? Didn't Theodore Roosevelt run for like the Green Party or something? There was something along those lines.
I don't know.
I was going to put George Washington, but then I was like, nah, that's too easy.
I know,
but now that definitely makes sense.
Question number 2. Who was the only president to be elected for 2 non-consecutive terms? Okay, so he won, then he lost, but then he won again, came back.
I got it.
Oh, Matt feels confident here that he might take the lead. All right, we all set. What do we have? Let's start with Kat. What did you put down? Who was the only president to be elected for 2 non-consecutive terms?
James Madison.
Hey,
did you erase it last time and write it again?
Statistically, if you keep going with the same president, you might be right at some point.
At some point.
Yeah.
Sarah and Liam, what do you have?
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Liam. Lyndon B. Yes, LBJ. Yes. And Doug, what did you write?
I put Wilson. I don't know his first name.
Wilson. Woodrow was his first name.
Woodrow, that's right.
Yeah. And Matt, what did you have?
Matt put the correct answer of Grover Cleveland.
Yes, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
A win for Matt. Question number 3. Who was the only president to resign? Who was the only president to resign? Kat, are you having fun? Do I see another James Madison?
Hooray!
I think I have this. But
Yeah.
I think I have it.
No.
I don't get a point in this one. I'm not expecting any. I'm
Okay.
going with golf scores.
All right.
All right, Doug, what'd you have?
Nixon.
Nixon, the only president to resign. Kat, what did you just finish?
James Madison.
Just keep it on your board, Kat. Don't bother erasing it.
Matt, what'd you have?
I also put Nixon.
Richard Nixon and Liam. Liam had Richard Nixon. A win for the 3, as it was Richard Nixon.
I would love to say I learned that from history. However, if you watch Forrest Gump enough, they do that scene with the Watergate Hotel and they play the news clip from when Nixon resigns.
Whatever works.
Another reason I
Yeah.
watch that movie.
Never seen Forrest Gump.
I haven't seen the whole movie.
No.
Oh, I love it.
Question number 4. What does H and W stand for in George H.W. Bush? And you can't
that's-
write James Madison all the time.
I don't think that's fair.
You've never heard it? No? President George H.W. Bush, what did the H and the W stand for?
Oh, this is tough.
Is it? Yeah. You got it, Sarah?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no.
Now, which President Bush is the aircraft carrier named after?
George Sr.
George Sr. So that's HW. Sarah thinks she has it right, right? What did you write down?
So, Liam, can you show them ours? It's going to be difficult for you guys to read now.
Okay.
Go ahead, show them. It says Herbert Walker.
Herbert Walker. Okay. And I like your artwork. Kat, what did you write down? I'm curious. James Madison. No.
Henry
Walter. Okay. Well, you got that right.
Yeah.
Matt, what'd you get?
Herbert Walker.
Herbert Walker and Doug.
I went with Herbert Walter.
Herbert Walter.
You guys know this.
The correct answer is Herbert Walker.
Yeah.
So a
Hi,
win.
Matt.
A win for Sarah.
Wait, where are you?
And for
Sarah, put it to the side. Oh, wait.
the other side.
Your other side.
Your other side. Go to the other. There we go. Now we have the high five. Question number 5. Who was the first president to ever be photographed at his inauguration? Who was the first president to ever be photographed at his, before they didn't have cameras?
I just saw this on one of those weird Facebook slideshow things.
Oh, okay.
You learn so much from those.
I
When was
can't.
the camera invented?
When,
That's what I'm trying to think of. But I don't think we can give you that hint. That's going to...
Guys, I have 0 points, so I really don't
I would
help
say,
much.
well, it was in the 1800s, but I would say maybe in the middle is the camera.
He narrowed it down to about 30 years there.
Can we fact check that?
What?
I'm just
About the
curious.
camera?
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Camera was invented in 1816.
Damn.
Oh, now I know
So
who it is.
more earlier. And I don't like my answer.
I
now.
feel like it's a random homie.
I don't know how to spell his name.
It's a name. It's a name you know.
I don't know how to spell it.
Is it a name we know?
Yes,
Wait,
it is.
it?
It is a name you know,
Spelling
and
doesn't count, right?
spelling doesn't count. No, it never has in trivia. In our trivia.
I'm just trying to pick one, but I don't even know who I want to pick. I'm
I
just
see you,
going with the
Leon.
previous answer.
All right.
I hope this is a president. Jeez.
I don't even know when he was the president.
Did everybody write something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sarah, what do you have? Andrew Jackson. Okay, that's a good answer. Kat, what did you write down?
Lincoln.
Lincoln. Doug, what did you write down?
I went with Andrew Jackson as well.
Andrew Jackson. And Matt, what did you write down?
I have no idea. I know he served for 2 terms, not consecutively. I don't know when those 2 terms were. I put Grover Cleveland.
Robert Clinton. The winner. Kat gets it right. It's Abraham Lincoln.
Oh.
I get a point.
You know, I had Abe Lincoln written down first, but when we said the camera was earlier, I don't know, I thought
that's why-
Lincoln was a little later.
That's why I kept saying mid 1800s, because Lincoln was like 1861 to
Yeah, that's
Dates
1863.
mean nothing to me. Honestly.
Okay. Question number 6. Who was the first Southerner elected to the presidency? Who was the first Southern? Because a lot of them came from Virginia, which is not considered South in this
Oh, I
era.
was just gonna. Damn.
No. A lot of them came from Maryland, some from New York. Who was the first president, the first Southerner to be elected president? It was someone in my lifetime.
What is that?
Why are you dropping hints now?
Because you're struggling here.
No, I have a lead I'm trying to protect.
All right, I'm sorry.
I've got something.
I did not put James Madison.
Oh, no? Okay. I don't know where
Your dad's not that old.
Watch, it's James Madison.
I think he was...
I'll be mad.
I think he was Virginia, but I could be wrong.
You just...
Hmm?
No,
Wait,
James Madison.
He's talking about
was-
James Madison.
I was like,
Yes.
you just said that wasn't Southern.
Right,
So I
right.
said no hints.
By the way, next week we'll go back to like Rugrats trivia or something. You know,
Yeah.
something that'll be yeah. All right, so this president was from the South. He was the first one from the South that was elected.
This
3, 2,
This
1.
is wrong, but it's an answer.
It's a good answer too. All right, let me start with Doug. What did you write down?
From the great state of Texas, George. Senior.
George Senior. Okay. Kat, what did you write down?
I put Bush Senior.
Bush Senior. Sarah, what did you have?
You put Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
My dad say I have a good answer.
Now, what did you write down?
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Lyndon B. Johnson. Because the answer to my question is Jimmy Carter, but I'm thinking LBJ was before Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter's from Georgia. So
Where's LBJ from?
LBJ's from Texas.
He's
So
out.
So is the website you got wrong?
are we going to protest this question?
Nope, I win.
Or do we give half a point to Sarah and half a point to Matt?
Should we fact check?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Also, why do you have to confuse me with that's a good answer?
Because it was.
And he's like, actually, it's
Good
not.
answer.
I guess, but
Why don't we give Sarah and Matt a point? Okay.
okay,
Oh,
sure.
I'll take it.
All right.
All
The
right.
first Southern president, LBJ or Jimmy Carter. Who was the tallest U.S. president? I don't remember
Think
how
of the
tall.
Hall of Presidents.
Yeah, that's one thing you could look at. Yeah.
But then you would have the weird Trump robot that's actually Hillary Clinton.
they-
Did you guys hear about that?
No.
His hips do look he looks very feminine.
They
from the
made-
waist down.
They felt so certain Hillary was going to win the election
Yeah.
that they started to make a Hillary Clinton
Animatronic. Whatever.
animatronic. And then Trump won, so they just kind of
They made the Hillary Clinton one Trump.
yeah.
His head's also kind of small.
Looks odd, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
I
so
love that story.
what do we have for the tallest president? Kat, who did you decide to go with?
George Washington.
George Washington. All right. Matt, what did you write down?
Are we counting the top hat? Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln. Doug, what do you have?
I don't know. The top hat might just make him look tall, but Abe
Abe
Lincoln.
Lincoln. And Sarah, what did you write?
I did the same thing.
All right. Sorry, Kat. The other three have it right.
Yeah.
Abe Lincoln was the tallest.
I like how we all put Abe because we didn't feel like spelling it all though.
What
George Washington was a pretty tall
Oh,
guy. For back
he's
then.
pretty tall.
Unless the paintings just make him look tall.
I was gonna say, did we just make him seem bigger than he was?
Could have been.
Possibly.
Could have, like the famous. I don't know. He was kind of stretching on that famous jacket one.
You know, they always had the horse kind of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I found out? When he was inaugurated, he only had one tooth. Remember how they talked about his tooth?
His wooden teeth.
Yeah,
whatever.
his mouth was so messed up.
Gross.
Yeah. Question number 8. Who is the oldest living president? Who is the oldest living president? You got to think how many are left.
Oh wait. So the oldest one that was president and is still alive.
Still alive.
Not the oldest person that was in office.
No. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so the
Right.
oldest one that's still alive.
The oldest one that's still alive.
Yeah, who's still alive? Like I have one came to my mind, but I don't know if he's still alive. I feel like it's mean if I put him and he's dead.
Doug, what'd you put?
I went with Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter. Kat, what do you have?
I don't have anything.
Nothing.
Not even James Madison, cat.
Nickelodeon trivia's coming soon. Sarah, what'd you write?
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter. And Matt,
Same.
it is Jimmy Carter.
Nice.
Who's
I was a
he's
little-
in his 90s.
I was a little worried that he wasn't.
Yep.
Oh, no, he's still there. Yeah. Still teaching Sunday school at his church
Wow.
in Georgia.
Wow.
And he was still building houses with a Habitat for Humanity. not
That's
too
right.
long.
Question number 9. Who was the first Roman Catholic president? Who was the first Roman Catholic president?
Are we
All right.
supposed to know this?
Well, it was in the news.
Oh, wait.
It was,
Basically, what I need to know is like, how bad should I feel that I don't know the answer?
I don't think you should feel that
All right.
bad, but I mean, it's, I'm a history buff. You guys are not. but I'm a history buff. I would know this stuff.
First Roman Catholic
president. There was speculation. I guess some of the naysayers back then were like, "Oh, so the Pope is going to be influencing American government?" I was like, "No, just because he goes to church,
just corporations."
Yeah. All right, let's start with Matt. What do you have?
Zachary Taylor.
Doug, what'd you write?
I went with JFK.
JFK. Kat, what about you? Nothing.
Yes.
Sarah, what did you write?
Put JFK too, but is there a difference between Irish Catholic and Roman Catholic?
Not that I know of, but you guys are right. It was JFK. Let me find your James Madison question. Question number 10. How are we on the leaderboard here?
I have one.
Okay.
Doug has 4. And Matt and Sarah are tied at 6.
Ooh,
We're tied. No. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Come on.
Number 10. Who was the oldest president ever elected? So not oldest living, but who was the oldest president ever elected? Who was the oldest president when he was elected? All right, let's start with Kat. What do you have?
FDR.
FDR. Reasonable. Doug, what about you?
Going with Joey.
Sarah, what do you have?
Come on, it's our turn. We put Joe Biden too.
Joe Biden.
This
And
is the one I did. They go.
Sound like he actually said Joe Biden.
I know, doesn't it? Yeah. And Matt, what do you have?
Byron.
We have to go to a sudden death because Sarah, Doug, and Matt got it right.
Yeah.
It was Joe Biden.
So who's
Yes, I'm out.
is it? Just me and Sarah?
You and Sarah are tied. Correct, Kat?
Correct.
Who was the only president in history to be unanimously elected? Okay, not just a majority, he was unanimously elected. Everybody voted for this guy.
James Madison.
All right, Sarah, do you have your answer? Okay, Matt, what did you write?
George Washington.
George Washington. Sarah, what did you write?
George Washington.
George Washington. Upside down. Yeah. And you're both right, so we go on.
Here we go.
Bonus number 2. Which president considered becoming a professional saxophone player before he turned to politics? Which president considered becoming a professional saxophone player before turning to politics?
Are
I
you
want to erase my answer.
He knows that for a fact?
What?
Sarah's writing something.
She wrote that down so quick.
I don't know.
Are we supposed to know this?
Are you supposed to know it?
Is that common information?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is there a president on a coin like playing the sax or something that I don't know about? I would like to phone a friend.
You want to call Sarah? All right, 10 seconds. Sarah, what did you write?
Can I borrow this for a second?
I did.
Okay, you do it.
You do it. Hold it up.
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton. There. Matt, what do you have?
Andrew Jackson. I have no idea.
Yeah. I really thought you were going to win this time.
Me too.
Sarah's got it with Bill Clinton.
I would like to protest.
Why?
Because I said Lyndon B. Johnson, which was the correct answer. Jimmy Carter was the wrong answer. You gave points to both. I should be the winner. Shouldn't have even had sudden death.
I mean, Maddie, that's like when Kat got a medical question when her profession is in the medical field.
Yeah, that was probably.
This was my idea. Battle of the Sibs was my idea, and I never win. I'm gone.
There he goes. Okay. Hey, guys, I don't know how to run anything, so I guess you can just leave. No. Bye, guys. Have you calmed down yet? Please?
Still a little upset.
Yeah. That was a weird. I got to throw that question out. I mean, because, somebody mentioned James Polk, and I looked it up. He was born in Tennessee, which is the South. So,
yeah.
And the thing about Lyndon Baines Johnson, whether or not he was elected or not, he was elected in the 1964 presidential election. So, yes, he was appointed to finish Kennedy's term, but then he won the next election. So
technically he was elected. So, and he's from Texas, which is Southern.
Yeah. I guess some people don't consider it Southern, but
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. That'll do it for today. Thank you much for selecting us, for watching or listening. If you enjoy what we do here, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future shows. We're live weekdays here on YouTube, and you can also find us on your favorite podcast apps. And don't forget, you can leave us a voicemail with any of your questions, comments, or birthday or anniversary shout-outs. Just call 774-473-9910. We leave you with a thought for the day. Short one today, but our thought is, think like the person you want to become. Think like the person you want to become. No matter what, make it a great day.
Peace.